Are you researching side hustles and starting to get the ick from a lot of these side hustle gurus? Well, you might be onto something. A lot of them are pitching golden opportunities, but maybe they've never done them, or there's just something pyramid-y about it that isn't rubbing you the right way. That's why today I'm going through the dark side of the side hustle genre here on social media, letting you know what to look out for and what might just be going on with all this stuff. So if that interests you, make sure you continue to watch. And if you don't know me, I'm Ryan. I'm reviewing every side hustle, letting you know which ones are fact is fiction, as well as giving you some practical savings tips for you and your family. So if that interests you, make sure you subscribe, like, leave a comment, all that stuff. It really does help. And I'd love to hear from you on the next side hustle you'd like me to try. Now let's get into the dark side of side hustles. Now the first thing I want to run by you is what I'm calling is clickbait side hustles. Now they can exist in many different ways, sometimes through YouTube titles, or sometimes through just a clever hook on a short video like the one we're about to go through. But it's the idea that they get you lured in to watch this full video, but there's a lot of things they're leaving out and making it seem easier or simpler than what it really is. We're going to watch this video together and then I'm going to describe what I'm talking about.
Here's an easy secret remote job anyone can do in their spare time to earn $700 for just 3 hours work. First you're going to go to Text Broker and sign up with a free author registration. You're going to get paid $6.95 for 12,000 words.
So pay attention to this part. You can see he's maxed out a slider somehow here, but what has he maxed out? Like, how did he get to this number? Just pay attention to that.
But you're not going to type a single word. Then go to dictation.io, which will record everything you say and turn it into text. The average person speaks 150 words per minute. Let's say you're at the lower end of that and speak 100 words per minute. Times that by 60 minutes, you're at 6,000 words. And then check all your grammar with Grammarly for free, and you're done. Follow for more and check the comments for an even simpler and profitable side hustle.
And make sure you paid attention to that end. Check the comments below for an even simpler and more profitable side hustle. That's the whole gag in this whole thing. But anyway, textbroker.com is an actual transcription website, and they do offer real jobs for you to transcribe. I've actually taken some of these jobs, and the first thing I could tell you is they give you audio to transcribe. So he's talking about speaking as us speaking. We can speak 150 words per minute, but if you speak 100, then you can. But that's not what's going on. Textbroker sends you things to transcribe, and this audio that they send you is very difficult things to listen to. There may be people speaking over each other, or there might be a lot of background noise. It's things that AI had a hard time detecting, so they need you to come through and quality check or make it better. That is not something you can use dictation app for. So has he done it? Has he signed up? The other thing about TextBroker is there is a 6-hour probation. So you have to do 6 hours of free work to actually see if you pass their test before you start getting paid. And that slider we were talking about, that's if you get into their creme de la creme network of one of the highest performing people doing this. It's not something you're going to be able to do right off the bat. So there's a bunch of things in here that are kind of assumptions, kind of left out, kind of making this side hustle seem pretty easy, but then when you go to do it, it's actually way different. And the reason why I'm calling this out is because I was seeing these early on, almost a year ago, and I started putting my hard-earned time and effort into them, thinking that that's what they are. And then I realized these are way more difficult. They're not nearly as easy. And you can see, he says anyone can do in their spare time. You can, but there's a lot of things you have to get right in order to do it. And again, that ending is a tell. You will see that ending. Hey, but this isn't the best side hustle. The real one is in the link in my bio or the comments below. It's more profitable. It's even easier. And what they're doing is selling you a course. They're selling you either an affiliate marketing course, a master resale rights course, a whatever course for you to get in. And they make a commission if you buy that course. They're not even making the creator of the course. They're just in the program. And what is that course? That course is giving you the script for this exact thing we just watched, giving you the marketing program to sell the course, which includes making side hustle content about these various things, text broker, click a snap, etc. And make sure you end with, but this isn't the best side hustle. The best one is in the link in my bio. So they're all in a course, getting taught what to say in these TikToks and how to end them to get you into the journey of buying these programs. So I call these the clickbait side hustles. You need to watch out for that. That ending is the tell. Now let's go with a couple other things you should look out for when it comes to researching side hustles, but this one is one of the major ones. Now the second one I want you to watch out for is the side hustle gurus that kind of breeze over the details. I did happen in the first one, but I'm gonna watch the second video because I think it gives more context to this idea and helps you kind of see what you might need to look out for in these various videos as you're researching.
Most people just scroll right past videos like this, but for those of you who make it till the end, you'll be happy you did. Because in this video, I'm gonna be showing you exactly what me and my team did in order to generate numbers online.
Now I'm pausing it here because I always do this. Anytime someone's flashing a big number or something, I want to look at these details to try and understand. He's obviously doing this for a reason. He wants to show that he has $1.3 million, which is a huge number, very surprising number, big number. Wow, this is amazing. I pause it here and I want to look at these details, but I'm going to let him kind of finish and then we're going to come back to it.
Line like you see right here. I'm not gonna waste time messing around, so let's get right to it. And if I go too fast at any point, just save this video so you could refer to it later because it's gonna go over literally everything. And at the end, I have a gift for you guys that's better than anything, so make sure you guys stay till then.
That's a tell. Whatever that gift is at the end, probably some free course or free ebook or free something to get you into something, but let's just watch it.
First, all you wanna do is just grab your phone and go on TikTok, as you see here. Then just go ahead and type in helpful gadgets. Now just click these three dots in the top right. Then go ahead and click filters. Once you're here, sort by like count and last 3 months, then click apply. Now just scroll until you see a viral eye-catching product just like this one. It's helpful, useful, and viral, which means it's something that we have potential to do good with as well. So next, do this. So first, all you're gonna wanna do is
what real dropshipping gurus will tell you, and it is a very lucrative thing if you get it right, is they will tell you there is no magic product that you could just pull one off. Most dropshipping gurus that are successful or people that are really good at dropshipping as their full-time job will tell you typically in a year they go live with 40 different products and around 80% of those are going to fail. Even if you find this viral one on TikTok or whatever, that's not a magic goose egg. It may not lead to anything. In fact, a lot of these dropshipping experts tell you they have products go viral and they don't make any money. So the fact that he's telling you just go on TikTok, find a product that's gone viral, and that's going to be a magic goose egg for you, that's actually not true. A lot of these dropshipping experts tell you they have products that go viral and they don't make that much money. Again, they'll go live with 40 different products, 80% will fail, few will go viral and not make any money, and around 3 will pay off. They went with 40, 3 of them will net 90% of their income for that year. So that is something you need to think about. I'm not telling you dropshipping is a complete scam and it's, dead and all that kind of stuff. No, but there's a lot more strategy to it and it's way more complicated than just finding a random product on TikTok based on like count and saying, I'm gonna make it here. It's harder than that. So, okay, let's keep watching.
Just pop on your computer and go to Shopify. Shopify is what we're gonna use to build our store, but next, just go to Zendrop. Zendrop works directly with Shopify and is basically gonna be your supplier for any product that you wanna put on your store. It literally can source anything from AliExpress plus a whole lot more, so make sure you guys are using Zendrop. There's also a lot of other cool stuff with this, but we're gonna set it up later. For now, just go ahead and go to Amazon. Then just go ahead and find your product on Amazon and order it. The reason we're doing this is so once it gets here, we can start taking custom content and posting pictures and videos with this product ourselves. That's what's gonna drive traffic to our website and make us sales. And if it doesn't end up working out after you test the product, you could literally just return it and get paid back for it. But now head back over to Zendrop and actually get logged in or create an account. Once you're inside of Zendrop, it's gonna look like this. So just go ahead and go to find products. This is where we're actually gonna find the product to then put on your store. So just type in the name of the product and then scroll down and you'll find it somewhere. As soon as we scroll down, we literally found it right here. So now all we're gonna click is just add to import list. Now, if you're scrolling and you don't see your product on here, just go ahead and go to AliExpress import and you can import it using any AliExpress link. But now that we added the product to our import list, here's what you need to do next. Go ahead and go to My Products. Once you're here, just find the product. Ours is right here. And then we're just gonna click review and publish. Once you're in the review and publish section, you could go ahead and edit the product name, the description, the variants, the images, and all that good stuff. And then once you're done editing, you can just click publish to my store.
All that good stuff is a lot of the hard work. Most of the dropshipping experts will tell you a lot of work has to go in your product description, into your name, into your photography. Like, this stuff actually takes work. Now, there's ways you can do this with AI. It's getting easier and easier, but it is stuff that he's kind of breezing over without really disclosing all that hard work that needs to go in there. So it is something to think about. Again, I'm not trying to discourage you. It is getting easier. Even Shopify has built-in AI tools now, but even that's going to need some kind of thoughtful strategy that you may not know if you're just trying to pick up drop shipping for the first time. And that's stuff you really need to pay attention to. So again, he's just breezing over this kind of hard work part of things. You're not going to just want to use the products or the product images that they provide. You need to change them a bit and make them a little bit more enticing, especially the product descriptions and all the text that come with these products. Those need to change, because usually what comes with them is not stuff that's going to work out SEO wise, help with the consumer, or anything like that. So there is work that needs to be done there that just kind of got glanced over. So as I mentioned before, we needed to go back to this screenshot and get into the details, because there's something that's completely getting breezed over here that may have changed your mind after you watch this whole video, and that's this idea of $1.3 million. This is not net revenue. This is not profit in his pocket. This is gross revenue. This is before you minus the cost of goods, minus the cost of you working with Zendrop, minus the cost of you having a Shopify site. This is before all that. You need to take that all out of this number, and then you'll have your real number. They say on average, let's say a dropshipper makes 10% of it. That's what they say the average is. Some dropshippers say they're making 50%. That means if you got a hero product, you were way before the trend and before there was competition. I'm not going to doubt that people can do that. I've definitely talked to legitimate dropshipping experts that said they have found that, but it's not like a very common thing, and over time it always decreases. That's it. So 10%, he made $130,000. Right? Still, that's a great amount of money. But the other thing that's not here is this is 2 years. This is 2 years of revenue. Not one. It's from January 2021 to December 31st, 2022. That is another thing that's not disclosed. And the other thing that makes me so suspicious about this is the date, end of 2022. He posted this on January 23rd, 2024. These are numbers from 2 years ago. Why can't you show recent numbers? Well, what I think is here is during COVID, dropshipping really was hot. People were locked down, they were in quarantine, it was hard to get products. Amazon was delayed in shipping, all these types of things. Dropshipping was so much easier back during the quarantine times, the COVID times, that kind of thing. And that's what his date range is falling in. So are you successfully dropshipping now in 2024? The people that say dropshipping is dead in 2024 are the people that were successful with dropshipping very easily back during COVID time. The people that are saying it's not dead in 2024 are the actual experts that are doing 40 products a year and that kind of thing. Dropshipping isn't the only side hustle that I would say you watch out for. The main key things I'm telling you to look out for in these side hustle guru videos and stuff is look out for these revenue numbers and really understand, are they talking about before they minus all their expenses of business or after? If it's a screenshot of a platform like Etsy, Shopify, whatever, this is not profit. This is revenue. Still, great success. Also understand the date. What are the dates? Now, dropshipping isn't the only one. There's another side hustle out there, remote notary, that often is touted as something you can make 6 figures in a year. And remote notaries were making 6 figures in a year back during COVID time, back when you couldn't walk into a post office, when you couldn't walk into a UPS store and ask if there was a notary on hand. You had to do remote. Now that everything's opened up, being a remote notary isn't nearly as lucrative. Can you make money? Of course. Of course, notaries have been around as a great side hustle in the past, but there are a lot of gurus out there citing $100,000, $150,000, $300,000 years being a remote notary. And that was probably possible during COVID. Maybe there's still some ambitions there, but now remote notary is very, very competitive. There's a lot of people out there, and a whole other set of competition is back, which is physical notaries, ones that can come to your house, ones that can be available at the UPS store. So these are the things you need to look out for when you're evaluating these side hustles, is when they talk about their revenue, what were the dates? When they talk about their revenue, are they talking about gross or net? When they talk about these things, what is their level of expertise? And really understand. There are great coaches out there. There are people that want to help you, that want to walk you through it. But then there are others that are kind of faking it and really trying to just get you into a system or sell you a digital course that they bought from somewhere else. And that's really the key. So this is something you should look out for when researching a side hustle as well. Now, the last thing I want you to look out for when talking to these side hustle gurus or coaches is anybody putting pressure on you. Pressure is always a sign of something fishy going on. They say, hey, you gotta buy today because then my price goes up tomorrow. These are all little tactics to make you make a knee-jerk decision. Any good coach should let you sleep on it, give you patience, give you time. But a lot of times when you start to get down this rabbit hole with these coaches, maybe one checks all the boxes, gives you a bunch of green flags. They don't give you these weird numbers. They don't walk you through these weird breezy stories, and they give you all these details. But then all of a sudden, when you start to engage with them and money's on the line, they start to pressurize you. You should feel completely comfortable walking away from that. Pressure is not something someone would put on you if they are really vested in your success. And a good coach would be vested in your success because your word of mouth, your testimonial can help them bring more business. But if they're bringing pressure to you, if they're trying to put some kind of ominous feeling on you to make you make your decision now, then there's something up there, and you should be completely comfortable and just walking away and going to find something else. So that does it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And let me know in the comments anything you need help with. I'm not a coach. I'm giving all my info for free, but I'm happy to answer any questions, help recommend anything, even look at coaches you might be interested in. Just drop them in the comments or hit them in my community section. I'm happy to help. Until then, on to the next one, guys. Peace.